The short squeeze that occurred with GameStop stock was one of the most fascinating and talked about events in the financial markets in the past decade, and it took place mainly in January 2021. What is a short squeeze? A short is an investment strategy where an investor borrows a stock they believe will decrease in price and sells it at the current market price. Assuming they're right, they buy the stock back when the price drops and return the borrowed stock, pocketing the difference between the selling price and the repurchase price. In contrast, a short squeeze occurs when many investors involved in short positions realize the stock is rising instead of falling, and they are forced to buy it back at a loss to close out their positions. As more investors are short and the stock rises, the pressure to buy it back increases, causing the price to rise even further, which leads to a cascade of more investors buying in, putting even more pressure on the stock. How did it happen with GameStop? During 2020 and early 2021, GameStop stock was under pressure because the company's business was facing significant decline due to the shift toward digital purchases in the video game industry. Many institutional investors entered short positions on GameStop, assuming its price would continue to drop. However, in the background, a group of individual investors on the Reddit forum, Wall Street Bets, set out to drive up the price of GameStop stock. Through massive buying of the stock, they started pushing the price higher, which caused short sellers to panic and buy the stock back at a loss. The response was dramatic. GameStop's stock price soared within a few days, from a few dollars to nearly $500 per share on January 28, 2021. These events shook the market, and the great success of small and independent investors sparked broad discussions about the influence of retail investors on the stock market, the power of social platforms like Reddit, and the brokerage and hedge fund industry using tactics like shorting. What were the results? After the short squeeze, the stock experienced a sharp decline in price, but it remained significantly higher than its pre-event level. The high volatility in the stock led several investment platforms to temporarily halt buying the stock, raising concerns about regulatory oversight in the financial markets. Additionally, these events sparked public debates on the impact of retail investing and the need for renewed regulation of the financial markets. The GameStop events became ironic, as they broke the image of the big investors and demonstrated that even internet communities of retail investors can dramatically influence the market.